When done right, a logo should tell people what you value without saying a word. We set out to create a symbol that conveyed our values in a more contemporary style that's also accessible to a broader audience. We pulled together a rebranding committee to help us explore a lot of ideas from a lot of perspectives. We're so grateful to the Reverend Daniel Velez Rivera, the Reverend Emma Bryce, Ms. Jeanette Cadwalander, and Canon Easton Davis for their deep discernment and devotion to this project. Our first task was to brainstorm the dozens of possible symbols that best represent the core of the Episcopal faith, then whittle it down to 2 or 3. No pressure. In the end, we landed on a few key concepts that we agreed must be reflected in the logo. Jesus is at the center of our faith. We have a covenant to honor and preserve the world God created for us. Baptism is central to our faith. We are an expression of the Church in Virginia. We seek to become a church that is ever more inclusive and welcoming to all. We also wanted the logo to honor tradition while being relevant to today's society, something that would help close the gap between religion and life. So here's what we came up with. The basic shape of the logo is reflective of the historic diocesan shield, which, by the way, will still have a function in the life of the diocese. The logo borrows certain elements from the shield while departing from others whose meaning has changed over time. Clearly, the logo must place Jesus at the center. The mitre represents the bishop and the nature of an apostolic church. The crozier is also a symbol of the bishop and recognizable to any audience as a shepherd's staff. The key belongs to the kingdom of heaven as entrusted to St. Peter and the church. Finally, we incorporated the mountains and the rivers. This image accomplished many things. It honors God's creation, incorporates the waters of baptism, and represents the churches of Virginia that stretch from the mountains to the river. Stylistically, the lines are simple and clean and contemporary. We hope this logo will long serve as a sign of God's love and an invitation to all of God's children to join the faith community that is the Diocese of Virginia.